Good morning. Hey everyone. My name is Kenson Raymond. I am a DOJ with WOLC Immigration Services. From time to time, we drop a few videos to inform, educate you on what's going on in regards to immigration. So today we are going to give you a bit of summary because there's a lot of stuff that's going on. We're going to give you a summary of a Supreme Court decision. We will talk about this decision on the CBP1 app in regards to folks that were paroled into the country. And we talk about the TPS as well. And anything else that could pop up while we are brainstorming ideas, we will share it with you. Again, my name is Kenson Raymond. I'm a DOJ with WOLC Immigration Services. So I hope that as you watch this video that you would like and subscribe to the channel. So that way you can help us get the information to the public. And of course, please do share these videos to someone that you feel that could this video could help them. All right. We are located in Salisbury, Maryland, so we are able to assist folks even in immigration court proceedings. So if someone needs our assistance, we ask that they can stop by or call us to have a consultation done. The office number is 443-736-3399, 443-736-3399. My cell is 443-783-1455, 783-1455. Okay. And again, the address is 212 West Main Street, Salisbury, Maryland, and it's Unit 302. Okay. We open Monday, Tuesdays, 10 to 5. Wednesdays, we open from 1 to 8 p.m. On Thursdays, we are closed to the public. Friday, again, 10 to 5. Saturday, 10 to 3. Okay. So if one of those time frame does not work for you, you can always try to call us and maybe we'll be able to work something else. Okay, so let's talk about this decision on the CBP1. So previously they spoke about the CHNV that was ending. If you came into this country with the Biden program CHNV and you had a work permit, so unfortunately, the end date for all those folks is scheduled for April 24th of 2025. Now, your I-94 may have said 2026, okay, because you are allowed to come into the country for 2 years. So there are a lot of folks that those 2 years are not yet up. But currently, right now, if you came under the CHNV program, your end date on your I-94, if you go online and search and put in your passport information as you did in the past, it may have 20, like the one that you currently have access to may say 2026, but the newest one in the system says April 24th of 2025. So which also means that if you are working, that starting the 24th, you no longer have a valid employment card and the employer has the right to release you. A lot of the employers have already called folks to brainstorm and talk with them to see if they have any additional work permit status that would allow them to continue to work in this country. Now, I was one of the folks that was behind this movement that says when employers are trying to fire those folks because their status, the work permit is no longer valid, that they should only fire or let go those CHNV and not the DTs. Okay, when we refer to the DTs, these are folks that came across the U.S.-Mexican border or others, but not the CHNV program. However, recently, again, this administration just now went a different path to say not only to do those CHNV, but anyone that had used the CBP1 app, okay, which is very, very saddening to me because those folks came into the country. They usually let them stay in the country for a period of 2 years, okay? and more than 900,000 folks, okay, came through the CBP1 app. Okay, now this app or this way that the Biden had put in place, it was a way that to reduce, illegal crossing, and a lot of people benefit from it. So I do not understand why they would end the program, even with the CHNV. It was the reason behind it again was to reduce illegal crossing. However, one of the things that I do realize is that this administration is after removing any program that the Biden administration put together. Now, honestly, I don't have a problem with them trying to fix things that they felt that was done incorrectly. However, if these individuals come to the country, they went the proper channel, through the proper channels to abide by what the government asks of them. So right now you cannot punish them, okay? Instead, what the administration should do is find better ways to improve, the system. And now, if they wanted to end the program, the CBP1 app, to me again, it would still be okay. But without it affecting those folks that are already in this country, makes no sense to me to do this. However, we know this is part of this politics system in the U.S. that I did not come with the program. I did not create the program. So I don't believe in the program. So for this reason, the program is not accurate. The program is wrong because of how it, the channels that the program went through. So again, with that being said, the message is now saying that anyone that entered the country using the CBP1 app since January of 2023, they are canceling all those folks' status. It's like you are now will be considered to be legal. Now, based on this, I do not yet see when this would go into effect, but this is something that I'm gonna keep digging into, and most likely will come up here to share that information. Now, with that, also the Supreme Court also jumped into the conversation in regards to this deportation that was taking places. There was a gentleman that was wrongly deported to believe Venezuela because they felt that he was associated with gang members, but that was not accurate. Okay. So with that being said, the judge had blocked the decision on Trump on how the process of deporting these immigrants were taking place. But of course, they took it to the Supreme Court, and now the Supreme Court ruled 5-4. Now we know that there is 9 justices in the Supreme Court, so they ruled 5-4. So majority wins, so 5-4. 5 is greater than 4. So unfortunately, again, for the immigrants, this decision is not in their favor. So this, in a way, is a win for the administration. So they wish give them the green light to continue with the deportation under the Alien Enemies Act, which would allow them to continue deport them to the home country. Now, they did also say that the due processes must be respected. So that's something that you need to be aware of. Make sure that your due process is being respected, meaning that you need to make sure that you get a chance to be heard. We encourage you, and you should know that as soon as you come to the country, you are fleeing your home country because of something or a fear of, you have a fear of returning. You have someone that persecutes you for some reason. So you are allowed to have what we call an asylum claim. So you should have put in an application in for asylum, and the law does say that you have 1 year to complete that process. So if you have not yet done it, so you have two choices. It's either you stay and wait to be deported, or you take an action. Okay, take an action meaning that if you have a valid claim to stay in the U.S., if you have to file for an asylum case, file for an asylum case. If you have a loved one that can petition for you, do it. Okay, and let the system, okay, determine your outcome. Of course, the system is not the best, especially at this moment, but we encourage you to seek proper counseling so someone can help you and guide you through the process. Right now, this is not the time for us to be joking and getting advices from friends or even your local pastors that do not know the law in detail. The immigration law is very complex. It's changing daily. So it's very important that you seek proper counseling. Okay. So again, with the CHNV, there was a hearing on the 7th. That is now, no decision was made. On the 10th, again, there's going to be another hearing. Unsure if a decision will be made then. The TPS, we know that the Venezuelan TPS had that turn out. The Haitian TPS, there is a hearing as well. But now there's also an extension until the 15th of April. We may hear a decision on the 15th or maybe prior to, and maybe it may get extended or pushed back a little. Okay. So these are information that we are staying on top of, trying to follow and keep up with what's going on, while we also trying to help the individuals that come before us. Okay. So there's a lot, but we just ask, although there may be a lot of bad news that you are hearing, we ask that you stay calm, relax, follow the law, know your rights. There's a lot of videos that we have out there that talks about knowing your rights. So we encourage you to watch them, get the red cards to educate yourself. If you are leaders in your local communities, we ask that you be there to support and help. If you're pastors in your churches, be there for your members. This is a time that everyone needs someone to speak with, someone to guide them, someone to counsel them, and help them through this process. It's a tough time, but know that we are here. We will do everything that we can to help you and guide you. And in due time, we believe that something good will come out of it. Okay. But again, this is all the information that we have for today. I'm sure that we'll be back soon as we are able to share some further information. Again, so my name is Kenson Raymond. I'm a DOJ with WLC. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share this information with someone, loved one that you may know, or just share it in general. Hopefully that someone will run into this video, and then who knows, that it might change their life. Thank you. We will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.